that quick changed his life story. Our decision between life and death only comes once in a lifetime. But sometimes through our Father's goodness, that's only once. Sometimes He gives us twice. Sometimes thrice. Sometimes so many times. And still you are stiff-necked-headed individual. But that moment, take a look at what Yeshua said to Demas. Verily, verily, I say unto you, today, this hour, this moment, I will bring you to paradise. Now, what is paradise? You know, paradise is a Persian word. Means a walled garden. If you are a king, and if you have a walled garden, and you ask somebody to walk with you in your walled garden, will it be that person is so lucky to walk with you? That out of your subjects, you are the one walking with the king in his walled garden. Is this the one being promised to Demas? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And Apostle Saul said, the goodness and the beauty of Father Yah, what you call that? The things that had been prepared for us. It's not even entered to the hearts or minds of men. So think of those beautiful places that you've gone through. Went through. You've been seen. But according to Apostle Saul, not even the slightest of it can compare to the beauty of that place that our Father prepared for us. Did our Savior said, I will go to my Father's kingdom and what? Prepares you a place. And He promised this to Demas. What He is saying is this. If you accepted the fact that you are a sinner, if you accepted the fact that you need to be saved, if you accepted the fact there's nobody on this planet can save you out of your mess except through Him, then you are worthy to walk with Him in paradise. But again, if you accepted the fact that there's no way you can go to that paradise place except through Him. And our Savior said, the only way, there are two things that our Savior said. I cannot quote out where that is, but I know where it is. Deny yourself and follow me. If your wife is hindering you to come to this kingdom, get rid of your wife. Now, I'm not asking you that you're going to divorce your wife. Don't put that blame on me. What I'm saying is, don't worry about it. You see, I miss my mother in the Philippines. She's 78. And my mother knows, my mother don't know that we're going back. She's 78. But I call our elders here, Mama Audrey, I call her Mama Audrey. I call Sister Ethel Mama Ethel. if you ask them, all of them, I call them mothers. Because if I call them mothers, I feel that I am just next to my mother in the flesh. And it is personal. And the same thing here. It is your own personal question if you accept Yeshua as your only Savior. As it is written, work for your own salvation with fear and trembling. I can only guide my wife, but I cannot save her. We can only guide our 3 children, but we cannot save them. It is their choice when time comes for them to act and decide. But all of us here, except my 2 children, or except Cassie, is below 18 years old. We can decide for yourself. It is choosing. You want to be Demas, who accepted Yeshua as his Savior, or you want to be Justus, to be in your mess because you think you are unsavable, or you think there's no way there is heaven, or there's what you call hell. I preached last night. I told our brothers and sisters in the Philippines, whether you choose or not, whether you like it or not, there are only 2 things we're going. It's either you go with Father Yah's kingdom, or you go with the hell thing, with the burning fire. You choose. And you're the only one who can do that. And this is the word from the second word. There is salvation. There is paradise on the stake. Third one. Do you want me to continue next week? You're just like watching a movie, isn't it? You are only the 1/3 and then you're going to cut it off? No! Let's finish it. Be with me, okay? The third word. John chapter 19, verse 26 and 27. John chapter 19, verse 26 and 27. Yeshua said to his mother, behold, woman, here's your son. And to John, I'm talking here, who is he talking? He's talking with John and Miriam. Again, his name is not Mary. Our Savior is talking to John, his favorite disciple, and to his mother Miriam. He called his mother woman. You know, when I first heard that and read it, I said, is Yeshua so disrespectful that he called his mother woman? What do you think? You know, the reason why he called her woman, because at that particular moment of the stake, our Savior is not the son of Miriam anymore. He is now the son of Almighty Yah. And woman, Miriam, is not just the mother of Yeshua in flesh, but Mary represents the totality of woman, meaning our mothers. I would like you to understand that. He called him a woman so that Miriam knows that Yeshua now is not his son. It is her Savior. Because at that particular moment when Mary cried to see Yeshua on that stake, I believe she remembers that day when she brought Yeshua to the temple for dedication. And when Simon the prophet told him that this child will be the Savior of his people, and many will stumble upon him, and you, Miriam, will be pierced by a sword in your own heart. And I believe that's the words that Miriam thought when she sees her son on that stake. So he called him, or held her, woman. And he said, woman, behold your son. Now, who is he talking to as her son? Is Yohanan. Now, who is Yohanan to Yeshua? Why, out of all his brothers, why he is telling Yohanan to take care of his mother Miriam? Because after he said, woman, behold your son, then he looked at John and said, son, behold thou mother. It means that irregardless, in spite of he is suffering on that stake, he still thinks about his mother. Because probably if there's one person who shows him the love in a human flesh, it is that woman. And again, I always say this to you. Irregardless of what your mother did to you, that you think he did it, she did it in a way that you don't understand it, she's still your mother. I want you to remember that. You were in this world because our Father in heaven chose that woman to bore you for 9 months, to carry you for 9 months. Because if we can choose our parent, during my time, I wish I can choose my parent. Because how poor we are. And I see my classmates way back then eating fried chicken. But me just eating fried egg. And I said to myself during my time, why I was born in a poor mother, in a poor father. Now I am thanking Father Yahweh because I was born in a poor family. Because I need to go through what I need to go through. Now I can preach where I came from. So even though Yeshua, out of his, you see, we understand the fact that our Savior can do anything he wants at the blink of an eye. But he is showing us in this particular setting that